new place, new settings. I'm gonna share the new garage with you and get you up to speed about what's been going on in my life. I've had to change a few things up, go out on myself, obviously. That's just because I like doing things a certain way, and you know, I think having my own garage is gonna make that a lot easier for me to do and to execute things the way that I like to execute them. So yeah, I'm gonna get into it quick. I'm not gonna waste too much time chatting. I'll give it a little tour. I'm still in the process of just sort of tidying up the garage and getting it exactly how I like it. So there's still lots of things to come, but I thought I better start vlogging before it's all up and running and everyone's like, oh, what, where did this come from? You know what I mean? So that being said, right, I'm gonna give you a quick tour and you can just check it out for yourselves. I'll show you what's going on in here and what the plans are for the future. Okay, this is me. That's what I like, a nice clean outside. And then boom. Right. So this is a lot of the equipment I've just been purchasing, setting this all up over the last couple of days. Yeah. We're getting everything running. Got to clean up that bench over there, put another leg on it. Yeah. This car is not mine. This car will be going. This is just the old boy who previously had this unit, but I said he could keep that there until I bring the Civic over, because that is what is going to go in here and we're going to attack that. I've got the GS getting painted currently, so these are a few little bits for the GS. That'll be coming back out. It'll be in here maybe by the end of today or even tomorrow. So I'll give you a little update on the GS because a lot of people haven't actually seen what I've done to that. But yeah, so look, you know, brand new compressors, airlines, tools galore. As you can imagine, every drawer's full up with tools. But yeah, this side of the shop, I am currently using as a fabrication site. This is just going to be like where welding happens, you know, anything that needs to get made. We're going to sort that leg out down there in a second, get everything all painted up. That's going. That doesn't need to be in here. That big metal cupboard, that's not mine. It was in here when I moved in, but yeah, that's going. And yeah, we're just literally setting up. As you can see, we're going to have lots of art on the walls, loads of flags and stuff soon, banners. But this is the new space. I just want to show you what I'm going to be trying to get into today. So you've seen the space, you've seen the garage. Basically, I need to just sort out the leg on this bench that I've got over there in the corner. Yeah, we'll get that done. And then I've just got to make another leg for that bench over there. Get that done. And then hopefully we should have enough time today to start stripping the EG engine. Right. As you can see, that has just been sat in the corner of the built JDM garage for nearly 2 years. No progress. But I've pulled it out and I've got it over to my new shop. I will be attacking this. So hopefully by today we can start getting this stripped down, and I plan on sending the block off to be sleeved because obviously this car's going to be running big power. And yeah, we're going to upgrade a lot of the internals and just get this looking nice and bring some life back to it. There's my 4-wheel drive gearbox, same thing, that's got to be rebuilt. Internals have all got to be done and swapped over with this S9B so it can handle some power, and upgrade the transfer case. But yeah, that will all be going on. As you know what they say, Rome was not built in a day. But yeah, this is what we're hoping to start today. So let's whack out that, and then hopefully we got enough time to get this up on the crane and on that engine stand over there, and we can start stripping that. done. Just needs a little lick of paint. Paint it black, like all the other wood in here. And then, yeah. I knocked up leg number 2. That's done. I just need to paint that, give this worktop a clean up and repaint so it doesn't look like crap. But yeah, that's done. Right, first things first, we need to get this clutch and flywheel off. I'm hoping I've got enough bolts in that gearbox there that I can mount this on the engine stand. So let's start doing that, and fingers crossed them bolts work and we can get this mounted and on the engine stand. I just had a quick look at the length of these bolts. They ain't gonna work. I need them to be able to go into here, but go all the way through these, which are quite thick. So we're gonna take a quick trip to Wicks. We're just gonna go and grab some generic bolts. Before we go to Wicks, I'm gonna quickly whip off this clutch and flywheel. Quick tip for you, B18 or any B series really, make sure you use multi-spline, yeah? Don't just use a normal socket because you'll ruin these. So yeah, make sure you use a multi-spline. 10 mil. Right, I'm obviously not too bothered about any of these parts or accessories that I'm taking off, because I'm going to be replacing them all with new ones. So I'm not really keeping anything like this. So these are all just parts for the bin. But, yeah, clutch has had some hard use, put it that way. Again, now we're just going to whip the flywheel off. That 17 mil multi-spline. Same on all B series. Okay. One flywheel. And the pilot bearing is still in quite good condition, but we will get a new one of those. We press this one out and just keep it anyway, but we'll get a brand new one hopefully when we order another flywheel. And look, just quickly, as you can see, I don't know the condition of this engine. I bought it from somebody when it was already out of the car. But as you can see, Honda reliability, main seal, dry as a bone, not leaking after probably a really abusive life. Come follow me. Quickly, we're just gonna go off to Wicks, go get these bolts. Right. Whew. As you can see, shitty British weather. Quickly gonna go jump in the daily and just fly down to Wicks. In Wicks, we're back. I'll just grab these. By my guesstimation, they should fit. Now, we're just gonna lift this up in the air and we'll bring the stand over and we'll start trying to find some holes to attach this to. Right, that is the engine. On the engine stand, we've got 3 bolts secure holding it in. The 4th is just sitting in there, but guess what? We're sending it that way anyway. Doesn't matter, it ain't going nowhere. We're good. Surgery can begin. I can start stripping everything down. Actually looking what the condition of this engine's like, because like I said, I just bought it, so I don't actually even know what the engine's like on the inside. But it's a Honda. I doubt there'll be any real problems with it. They go forever, these engines. So yeah, we'll have a look. Surgery can begin. Yeah, see, look. We managed to get 3 bolts securing it correctly and properly. This one's just, yeah, it's in there, but ain't going nowhere, like I said. So yeah, we can start the strip down now. I'm just gonna go and get my plastic containers so that we can start stripping her down and putting all the bolts and things that we need to keep in the containers. Okay? But yeah, there we go. Right. Plastic containers, let the fun begin. So, as with most Hondas, all you're really gonna need for this part is 12 mil, 14 mils, 10 mils. They're the most common sizes. So yeah, I'm just gonna get all them and start stripping.
Instrumentals.
So, like I said, we're just going through this, stripping this off slowly. But little things that we found so far. We have a broken thread on the fuel rail. So one side wouldn't have been bolted down correctly. May have caused fuel leaking issues. Yeah, also look. So, can you see the bottom of this injector? That is cracked. And missing, that's also cracked. Them two are okay, but I'm gonna have to investigate because that is maybe possibly in there. So we shall be checking for injector parts inside the cylinder. Well, yeah, inside the cylinder head here. Just making sure nothing's in there in the inlet side. All right, but as you can see, it's had a, I don't know if this is a genuine one or a cheap one or not, but yeah, AEM fuel rail, fuel pressure regulator. We'll clean it up and see what it looks like, but I doubt we'll reuse that. Colour definitely is not going to fit in with what I'm planning to do with the car. Little sneak peek. The GS just had a little repaint, a few little bits. When this is all fitted up, it will look nice. Spoiler will be on, a few other little bits. It's getting lowered, so yeah. Cool, naughty. The mirrors are silver, yeah. The only reason being is because they're not staying on the car. These are the ones, the Ganadors, and these spoilers and that's going on the car. Got a whole lot of parts waiting to go on this. 2JZ. She's gonna be turbocharged, making some big power. Another little fun thing. Okay, so this is how we are stripping down right now. And yeah, this engine needs a lot of love. As you can see, I don't think anybody really changed the oil in this in a number of years. You can tell by the color, it's disgusting in there, but that will all be getting cleaned up and sorted out. Yeah, we got the cams out, as you can see in there. And yeah, look at this cooling system. Overheating anybody? Yeah, you can see just how rusted and disgusting it was. And that's your water pump, so that's ridiculous. But yeah, like I said, the engine sat for a whole number of years. But there she is. I will be taking the head off shortly and inspecting the pistons and the cylinders, so yeah. Right. Say what you like about Hondas and all that sort of stuff. I'm probably gonna ignite the comments right now. Yeah. And all you K-series boys, oh, I should have just put a K-swap in it and all this stuff, yeah? But guess what? Honda reliability. I was expecting to break this engine open and for it to be a lot worse. It's a 30-year-old engine. Now, I've broken it open and I've run a bore gauge in all the bores. I've checked to see if it's out of round. We looked at the condition of it and yeah, there's nothing wrong with this engine at all. She's still in quite real good condition, to be fair, for an engine that's 30 years old and been sat in a barn waiting for a new lease of life. Yeah, just goes to speak volumes about Honda's reliability. How we strip everything over here, cleaning up the head, And this is how we store things, so that when we come to get them again, we know where everything is.